have 10 minutes, but I'm still going to talk fast.
Yeah.
Tamsen Fadal.
Hi.
Hi, honey. Good to
How
see
are
you.
you
Last time we
doing?
saw
Good
you,
to
it
see
was
you.
well, when I saw you, it was Vegas.
I know.
So Tamsen Fadal, many people refer to her as a warrior, menopause warrior. Other people are saying like she is the menopause whisperer. Menopause is her cause. It is her passion project. It is now her life. You were an Emmy Award-winning journalist, anchor, documentarian for a really long time, and you've written this book. It's called, so cutely,
Thank you.
How to Menopause. And this is your first look. It's advanced order, so you're locking in a copy of your own at a price that is shipping for free. Expert-driven, girlfriend-approved. I'm so excited because A, you're part of our Q50 team, and B, would you mind sharing with everybody why, since there's a book on menopause on every corner, why you chose to do this and interview 42 experts in order to write it?
Oh, well, thank you. First of all, I love being part of the Q50.
Hi.
We just have such a good time.
Yes.
You know, I was a journalist, like you said, for a very, very long time. And when I went into menopause, I didn't even know I was in it. I had an incident on the news set where I landed on the floor of the women's bathroom.
Why? Because what was it? Like hot flash?
It was hot flash. It was intense. my heart was racing where I could hear it in my ears. I didn't know what was going on. And I said out loud, if I fall over, somebody catch me. And the sports guy goes, I was kind of half joking because I was like, oh my gosh, I'm in a studio. I don't want to be embarrassed at work. This is terrible. He led me off the anchor desk, the news desk, and I went to the bathroom and dropped down to the floor to cool my body off.
Oh my gosh.
It was the first time I'd never finished a live show. It'd be like walking off of here and going into the bathroom. So fast forward, I wound up going to the doctor and I got a note in my patient portal that said, in menopause, any questions? And that was it. That was it. And I was like, I have a lot of, what does that even mean? I have a lot of questions.
I know.
4 words. That's what did it. And that's what sent me down this rabbit hole.
Yeah.
And I needed a book. I needed answers. One, I didn't have a mother to talk to about it. I lost my mom at an early age to breast cancer. And I needed answers. And there are so many different aspects. And Mally and I talked about this earlier tonight. There's so many different aspects of menopause. It doesn't end in the doctor's office.
No.
Once you hit menopause, you're in it for life.
Okay, wait, now can we all just compare notes? So,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, how old are you? 50?
I'm 54.
Mally, you're 53.
53.
I'm 52. Are you in menopause?
I am in perimenopause.
Okay, so I'm in menopause.
Okay.
Yeah.
Although maybe I should have you define what that is because I'm not sure
I
actually.
think she's in perimenopause.
Okay, okay. Do
Yeah.
you still get your period? That's the question.
No, I
Oh,
haven't
yeah,
for like
not
4 months,
Okay,
5 months.
12 months, it'll be
12 months.
menopause. So you're, you know,
Okay,
you
fine.
could
So
be
I'm
anyway.
still peri.
You're still
Yes.
peri. But that's a really confusing time, a peri, because your hormones are all over the place, fluctuating.
And I'm also told if you get the period after not having it for
That's
no matter
right.
how long, the clock resets.
Clock
Yeah.
starts over again.
That's
The
right.
clock starts over again.
And then once
So-
the clock hits the 1 year.
Yeah.
And now, oh, yay, we've made
I'm
it to
here.
the year.
Right.
Now you're fully in menopause. How long does that last?
Okay, so that was the part I didn't know. So I'm like, how long does this last? A year? 2? What is it? Menopause, you're in menopause. It's called postmenopause after that one day. And then you're in menopause the rest of your life. You're postmenopausal. You're a
okay.
postmenopausal woman.
Yeah.
And we didn't have any information about it. And so we were kind of like not on the timeline anymore, right? And so the reason that it was so important for me to write a book that left the doctor's, be in the doctor's office and left the doctor's office and talk about all the different things that you can do for yourself, because it's never too late to start taking charge of your
That's
health.
right.
Did you do HRTs?
I do, yeah.
Yes,
I'm on
she does.
HRT.
So there's
Yeah.
so much we could ask, and so I won't go
Yeah.
down this rabbit hole. But it's so funny that you're here because I have a dear friend who lives in Michigan, and she's around my same age,
Yeah.
and she just texted me earlier this week and was like, I cannot sleep.
Yeah.
I'm trying all these natural
Yep.
aids. Nothing is working. I can't live like this. I think I'm going to look into HRTs.
Yeah.
Now, I think as a woman of a certain age, we all have
Yeah.
heard that term.
Sure.
And then maybe we've had somebody whisper into our ear, don't do it, don't
Right,
do it. And then
right.
somebody else is saying, it's changed my life, you have to
Yep.
do it. And then you go to what, a gynecologist? I mean,
Yeah.
the next thing I don't even know is, my symptoms aren't even that bad. It's like hot flashes, God willing. But if it were extraordinarily worse than that, I feel like the internist, the physicians, the regular like family doctor, they don't know what to tell you.
No.
Does the
They've not been
gynecologist?
taught.
Right. So who are you going to find out about HRTs and are there specialists? Or
Well, that's why I wrote this book.
That's
Because we don't have those answers. We were never told what to expect after we're not expecting anymore, right? After we get into this time of menopause. And so what I wanted to do with this is make sure there were hormonal and non-hormonal options for women, so you know what to do, how to go into your doctor's office and ask those questions. And then if you are postmenopausal, which a lot of women are, and are like, wait a minute, I was never offered hormones, or I'm still dealing with some of these. I'm still waking up at night and I can't sleep. I'm still having night sweats and hot flashes. What do I do? It is never too late to start taking care of yourself. And there are options all along, and that was really important for me to do. So,
do you have bad symptoms?
I have, they come and go.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I get a lot of the sleeplessness where I wake up in the middle of the night, 3 a.m. seems to be the witching hour.
That's
then
the
I
fun
can't,
time.
Right.
And you can't go back
and
to
then
sleep.
can't go back to sleep. I do have a hot flash here and there, but really at the end of the day, I'm noticing my body changes, my skin is changing, my hair is changing.
Yeah.
And the reason why I love this book so much is because it gives you, again, we were talking about this, tips and tricks for all of those things.
That are also trusted.
That are
no
very
doubt.
trusted.
You, given your
Right.
access, you
Exactly.
interviewed
Oh,
like the
look at
tippity
this.
top of
we
people.
did.
I
We
love
did.
this.
We interviewed 42 different experts, and I was so excited to be able to do this because it deals with sleep, it deals with nutrition,
That's
it deals
right.
with your
Weight
body,
loss.
weight loss,
Brain fog.
brain fog, so huge.
That's
It
right.
talks about community. It talks about what you need to do in all of these years.
Yeah.
What is
exactly.
this? Because Mally,
Yes.
is so rich and famous that like she doesn't always coast the show with me because she gets pulled in these other directions. So what was this? What was this thing you guys recently did together?
Yeah, this was so fun. This was South by Southwest, and we were on a panel together, a whole life health panel.
Yes.
And Mally and Stacy London there on the panel together to talk about women and the changes that we go through.
That's right.
In this part of our lives, and different changes, whether it comes to style, makeup, skin, hair.
Can I tell you guys what was fascinating to me? Not fascinating, actually really sobering. So I don't really love working out at all.
I get it. I
I've
get it.
I've been able to limp by
know.
and cheat
Yeah.
my way.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
there's no like hard ripped abs under here, but at least like I'm slender enough. I can just cheat my way through
Okay.
until you can't.
Yeah.
Until you
And
can't.
then I went and had one of these in-body tests done because for Christmas, my husband bought me a personal trainer.
Oh, yeah.
Not to get cut and ripped and bikini
Right,
bod. I
right.
could care less about that. He's like, you don't understand. You rest. If you don't start getting up and moving.
100%.
That's right.
So I did this in-body scan where you stand on it and it vibrates and then it tells
Yeah.
you like how much. The scan said that I needed to gain 14 pounds of lean muscle mass.
Of muscle.
Because my muscle,
Yes.
whatever, was so atrophied from
It's
not.
so important.
So I know strength training and walking is a big thing for you.
Walking with weights. We talked about this. Walking with weights is so important. Even if you don't do anything else, you can get out there and move every day just a little bit. It's so important. It's important for bone health. It's important too with osteoporosis. Like there's a lot of things we as women have to pay attention to in this next second half. It doesn't stop with whether you're getting your period or not getting your period. And how to menopause was important because I was like, we have never been taught or told how to do it. And there are so many experts. I want to say this. I made this book brain fog proof. If you have had brain fog and you are in the middle of a sentence and you can't remember what you were saying, like that's what I was dealing with when I was writing this book. And I was like, oh, no way. I have to make this book simplified. And there's like big studies with doctors and stuff. So we simplified everything to make it understandable. So you can open it up and get
You
it.
have to get it and get it for
book.
your girlfriend. And anyone that I'm telling you that is even wondering like what is happening. Little tiny changes. She talks about it and it's so easy to understand. Do not be afraid
And by the way,
of it. It's
all of you guys
amazing.
watching, listen, if you're well past the age of menopause, which is okay, you no doubt have a daughter who's going through it.
That's right.
Or a granddaughter who's going through it.
Yeah.
Mother's Day is coming. This could be a great gift and power of enlightenment. I didn't even realize this. You in the book talk about the 34 symptoms.
34.
34.
I thought it was like 5.
34 no.
34 symptoms?
Oh,
5
I'm
plus
exhausted
29.
Just thinking about
I
it.
know, but you're gonna
I
get
need
to
a glass
rest.
of wine.
I don't know. We deserve better. I'm telling you, get this book. It will change everything.
You will learn how to advocate for yourself as a woman.
That's right. Amen, sister.
Love you, Tamsen. Thank
Love
you so much.
you.
My dear girl.